If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't wanna go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. I was one of the chosen few to be born in Alabama. I'm just like my daddy's son, I'm proud of who I am. I went through a lot of good women and shook old Jim Beam's hand. If I never see the pearly gates, I would walk through the promised land. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't wanna go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. If they don't have a Grand Ole Opry like they do in Tennessee, just send me to hell or New York City, it would be about the same to me. I got wild honey trees and crazy little weeds growing around my shack. These dusty roads ain't streets of gold, but I'm happy right where I'm at. All these pretty little southern belles are a country boy's dream. They ain't got wings or halos, but they're sure looking good to me. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't wanna go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. If they don't have a Grand Ole Opry like they do down in Tennessee, just send me to hell or New York City, it would be about the same to me. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't wanna go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I don't wanna go. If heaven ain't a lot like Dixie, I just as soon stay home. If they ain't got a Grand Ole Opry like they do in Tennessee, just send me to hell or New York City, it would be about the same to me.
High-heel sneakers, and the show don't look like cowboy boots, and that ain't rock and roll you're playing, and it sure ain't country or rhythm and blues. You're singing a song about making love to your drummer. Well, gay guitar pickers don't turn me on, and we don't all get into Donna Summer. Do you happen to know any old Hank Williams song? 'Cause you see, I'm a dinosaur. I should have died out a long time before. Have pity on a dinosaur. Hand me my hat, excuse me man, but where's the door? Used to be, I had a lot of fun in this old hangout. We get stoned at the jukebox and stay out of fights. Now and then, light a little smoke in the truck out back. Oh, then little old Jim Beam and we'd get right. And you know these flashing lights sure make me dizzy. Dixie. And this disco's very strange to my ear. It looks like they've turned the Longhorn into a spaceship. And I'll be leaving just as soon as I finish this beer. 'Cause you see, I'm a dinosaur. Should have died out a long time before. There's a whole lot of dinosaurs. Give us our hats. Excuse me, man, but where is the door? Get us our hats. Excuse me, man, where's the door? I just had to show 'em I didn't need 'em. And so I headed out west to see some old friends of mine. I thought if I'd climb up old Ajax Mountain, maybe that would help me get it all off my mind. I made it up to the top, picked out a clear spot. I thought a whole lot about the rest of my life. I had no idea then, soon it would nearly end. Up on this mountainside, I would nearly die. And they're all about my friends. 'Cause when you're shot down and out, you don't get many calls. But I saw some tears in some eyes, soon my poor old mother would die. I nearly lost it all when I lost my grandpa. But you can find us all in Alabama. Yeah, we're all down in Dixieland. I didn't die out in Montana, no, Lord. You let me get back to my old homeland. to get drunk and get loud. Everybody just wants to go back home. I myself have seen my wilder days, and I have seen my name at the top of the page. But I need to find a friend just to run around. But nobody wants to get high on the town. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. And I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And old George Jones, I'm glad to see, is finally getting straight. And Waylon's staying home and loving Jesse more these days. And nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. Nobody wants to get high on the town. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. Yeah, I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And Johnny Cash don't act like he did back in '68. And Chris, he is a movie star, and he's moved off to L.A. And nobody wants to get drunk and get loud.